ZESCO has commenced its Level 1 15 days load shedding period to facilitate emergency maintenance works at Kafue, Gorge Upper and Kariba North Bank power stations. ZESCO Senior Corporate Affairs Manager John Kunda has disclosed Level 2 of the load shedding period will commence in June for another 15 days.
We have 15 days of load shedding between 17:30 and 21 hours. Now, this is dependent on the demand in the system. During the day, on average demand, we are okay. We have no deficit at all. But at peak hours, that's when our people start cooking. They switch on their geysers. That is the time there is a lot of activity that is related to energy. Therefore, the demand for energy or power outstrips what will be supplied on an average basis. Hence that deficit for about 3 hours. That's why we are saying that we are going to load shed for about 3 hours on average. The maximum is 4 hours, the minimum is 1 hour. We don't know how long it would take in the evenings. That is simply giving you an indication. So it may be 1 hour, there may be no load shedding at all in some areas, and there may be load shedding in other areas. Others may experience 3 hours, others may experience 4 hours. It is dependent on usage. So we appeal to our customers, reduce the use of power in your homes so that we do not experience outages.
Asked whether the announced load shedding is due to dwindling waters at both power stations, Dr. Kunda has explained the rationing of power has nothing to do with weather-induced factors.
This has nothing to do with water levels. It has nothing to do with any weather-driven induced of power. This load shedding or load management is as a result of anticipated fatigue on one of the machines at Kafue Gorge Upper. So what is happening is that one of the hydraulic cylinders that controls the valve from the main penstock into the manifold that drives one particular turbine is showing signs of fatigue. The engineers have ascertained that it can continue working and we can continue running the turbine, but it is not safe. Should the turbine fail as a result of the valve failing to close, we may land ourselves in serious difficulty or serious challenges. So this is a proactive measure. The machine has not failed, it is showing signs of fatigue. As a result, we are intervening. We are switching off the turbine in order to repair the cylinders, the hydraulic cylinders that close and open that particular manifold. So that's why we need the 15 days for our engineers to rectify that particular problem before it actualizes. So that's why we have 15 days of load shedding between 17:30 and 21 hours.
And the ZESCO Senior Corporate Affairs Manager has disclosed ZESCO is currently not receiving any power supply from Mamba Thermal Power Plant, and that construction works of one unit at Kafue Gorge Lower are now at 99%.
So Mamba Collieries is currently out. They've had challenges with their machines, and we have been informed that they are working to restore supply. Just as Ndola Energy is also out with 105 megawatts. Mamba Collieries gives us 264, which is 132 per machine. So all those units are out at the moment. We are not getting any power from our independent power suppliers or the independent power producers. In this case, Mamba Collieries and Ndola Energy. Ndola Energy has no heavy fuels to run their plant.
Then Kafue Gorge Lower?
Our engineers have continued working on the Kafue Gorge Lower on the technical components. So the first unit is finished. It's 99.9% complete. And they are now working on the second unit of Kafue Gorge Lower.
Construction works at Kafue Gorge Lower are dependent on Kafue Gorge Upper, and therefore ZESCO will have to reverse the power line in order to evacuate power from the new power plant. Lazarus Ichula, Movie TV News.